Well, they say everyone's got a story inside of them. Well, here's mine.
Once upon a time, there was a royal prince who pondered aloud to himself the question, who am I? As he roamed the palace, he was caught between two kingdoms of grey and gold, determined to find answers of where he truly came from and the land that he truly belonged.
That was the story anyway. The reality was a bit more concrete. This was my childhood kingdom, the place that formed me. Where I tried to figure out who exactly I was. I wasn't a king, I was a coconut. At least that was one of the many labels that stuck anyway. Epton Way. My childhood wasn't a case study. It was just home. It was the scent of potpourri, Benson and Hedges, and a well-cooked Sunday roast. It was Frank Sinatra and Barry White on the record player, barking dogs, and a world built on the unconventional kindness of a man and woman who saw a little boy in need of a father and mother and just said, yes. Outside those four walls, it was a little more complicated.
Sorry, true story. When I was a kid, I asked my mum, why are you white and I'm brown? And she looked at us like, because I asked God for a brown baby son. So like,
yeah, God moves in mysterious ways. Like bringing a young woman from sunny Lagos to rainy London with nothing but a suitcase full of hope, determination, and the most precious cargo she could carry. Wasn't I a cutie? I see her in the hospital ward. Imagine the brief, unpredictable friendship between her and the woman she would affectionately call Auntie. Who eventually I would call Mummy. The bridge was solid. Two mothers holding a very loved baby. And I was left behind.
Tone, she has your nose. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing?
Growing up in the 80s and 90s was the best of times and the most confusing of times.
Don't worry, Dad. I know a place to sort it out. No worries.
But it ain't any of that cheap, Mark. This is real.
You
There
have
you go, Tony.
Multicultural London was becoming a place where you could be who you are, as long as people could define it. For people like me, it led to many colourful situations.
Boy, here picky, eh? Look on this mess.
To Lewisham to sort my hair out.
Let me see if we can find something for your head.
Now, what kind of work you bring here today?
To endless stares and eyebrow raisers. Life was so much simpler when escaping into an epic story.
Let's go!
I was always an actor, playing a boy, playing a man, playing whatever the person in front of me expected me to be. My hard drive was full of characters, but it was running out of room for the truth of who I really was. I didn't know.
Can you do that again, but be a bit more...
The problem with performing is that eventually the mask starts to fuse with your face. You forget which part of you is you and which part is the script, the mask, as if you're stuck in a role and can't find your way out. Apparently, good acting came from your inner need, something primal from your infancy. Tony Harris.
You don't belong here.
Anthony Ekundayo Osuna.
Coconut, 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 coconut.
Yeah, I needed a new story, one where I was in the driver's seat. But before I could move forward, I had to reverse to tell the story.
That was a beautiful gospel sound to get you uplifted in your spirit this Sunday morning. We so rejoice.
God, faith and community all played a part in keeping my heart and mind together.
Speaking of heart, a stint in the choir led to a duet that would last a lifetime.
Yes, mate, let's do this.
Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
As any great gospel song will tell you, for every mountain there's a valley. Death and loss were a painful punchline, leaving me empty and with no one to give me any answers. So I went to find them myself. It took a pilgrimage across the ocean to realize that the coconut wasn't the end of the story. I wasn't just an orphan boy from a terrace home on a council estate. Who knew? I was actual royalty returning to his roots. But my roots were not just about soil or regal heritage.
We love your mummy. Emma.
Well done. Lovely boy.
I used to think being a coconut was a curse, that I was just a broken version of two better things. But you can't split a soul like a piece of fruit. You can only grow into the space you're given and be what and who you truly are. I am the son of the suitcase and the son of the tea set, a Nigerian prince and a South-East London boy.
I'm not just coconut or prince. I'm both.
Wow.